Here we go. Okay. This is why you do playtests and demos, chat. So people can give feedback. Test. Wu Chang. Calcium ore. I still want to know what these at the bottom do. I thought it was just like... I assume it's like Satisfactory where it throttles intake and whatnot, but it didn't seem to do anything on the... when we were digging around in the titanium area with it. Yeah, Kato, what's up, buddy? Okay, I like a double dose of drugs today. Sir? Sir? Looks like a bug. Ah. It is a bug. We just crashed. Wait, why are they deleting voice store? Oh, hell no. Well, that was a good playtest. I have a lot of feedback to leave. They're making the bank better? Just void storage? On the flip side, FPS did seem to go up, which indicates there's probably a bit of a memory leak. They're merging every bank into one storage. Cool. Well, I'm not going to do all that again right now. But it was fun. But obviously they got to fix some stuff up. It was fun, man. It was cool.
Great job. This is the end of your introductory training. But remember that Arcadia 7 is a dangerous place. And a person will spend their entire life, or lives rather, learning from it. Stay alert, gather information, and don't worry. I'm always by your side, watching your every move.
Is that a threat?
It's for your own safety. I will now remove the introductory training restrictions. Location barrier disabled. Sedative injector disconnected. Communications channel active. Awakening other crew members ready. The Claywood Corporation hopes you will have a wonderful adventure and quickly pay off your debt. Good luck.
There's a crash from whatever bug or poor coding, and autosave is also bugged, so we just got rolled back basically 3 hours. Now, for what it's worth, I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not going to redo everything for 3 hours because that would basically take us to the end of stream time. I do want to test the death thing, though, because I said we would. I'm just going to go get killed, see what happens if you, like, drop your bags or not, or how that works exactly. Bad coding. Bad coding! The game's super fun, though. Like, I'm really into it, for sure. And would definitely do another playtest, and we're going to be all over early access and stuff. But right now, I'm not going to spend another 3 hours, you know, to catch up to what we have. That's all. Surely it wasn't the storage. No, we had built a storage container before. It was the pull between didn't auto-translate, so you had to delete it, and that was a buggy. I got fall damage. I did. Still full health. There should be a trillion spooters here. And me, spooter friends. I like these.
Wait, did I just die? What happened?
A copy of your consciousness is always being sent to the last used regeneration chamber. Welcome to your new sleeve. The first one's free. Each one after that will of course be added to your debt.
Fascinating. So much data in such a short time. I even remember when my heart stopped. Impressive. I'll gladly learn more about this.
So yeah, it looks like you pick up your bag from where you died. But some stuff might be broken inside or destroyed. Yeah, Kato. Why are you so ratty, dude? Oh, ratty catty. Give me one sec, chat. Cool though. What did you guys think of the game, chat? So far, I mean, it sucks with the bugs, obviously, but that's stuff that ideally they will clean up before launch. But I don't know. I think it had a really good premise. I definitely want to see more and was into seeing more. I'm just a little discouraged now. Well, discouraged as in, like, I don't want to redo everything we just did for 3 hours. I think it's definitely a really solid premise, though. It's got a lot of fun stuff. I think my gripes with it so far, outside of, like, bugs and performance, like, that stuff will get ideally cleaned up. Just in terms of game systems, not a fan of... We'll start with what I didn't like, which wasn't that much. Not a fan of, like, the support stuff. I just don't think, personally, it adds anything to games. Just let people build hovering platforms if they want to build hovering platforms. I think that'd be good, because it was just frustrating to have to add that kind of, or to use that kind of stuff. I don't think we're getting back to our bag, chat. Grab that bag. I like this. Yeah, it's gonna make runbacks rough.
I died? What a waste of time.
So from a mechanical or from a systems perspective, not a fan of that. I hope they just kind of let you like free build a little more at least. On that note as well, needing to build the what was it called? Needing to build the base cores to like add extra sections of buildable area. I also don't really think did anything for the game. I get why, now that we've played more, why they require that. Because there's a building capacity to each section, and each section provides heat protection canonically from, the star explosion and that kind of stuff. But it's just, I don't know. I don't really think it added much. Oops. I don't really think it added much to be like, well, we've finally gone far enough over there, just out of the big square. Let me plop another one of these down. It's just like unnecessarily maintenance-y. I think if anything's connected to the power grid, so be it. They might have a reason that they don't want you to free build in the world. I don't know, maybe like makes some things too easy or something. Like you would in Satisfactory, but anyways. Other than that, honestly, like I think those are like my only probably major gripes. Everything was fun and like I want to explore more. The world's really nice looking. There's a lot of ooh ah, what's this moments already, and like just running around the world. I'm curious to see, some things are a little bit of a pain in the ass. Like your some things are a little bit of a pain in the ass, like your like the cooldown on your gun and your stam consumption. But we already saw, for instance, there was ways you can improve your stam consumption, which is really good. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, like really solid impression early on. Just some things that I hope that eventually, I don't know. Well, I hope the community agrees with me, and they give the same feedback, and they're like, okay, fine, we'll get rid of like the sports and stuff.
Acquired.
But really cool, nonetheless. Definitely very satisfactory. I'm not trying to make a joke right now. Very satisfactory style, with like with a greater focus on combat and
I advise
exploration.
Caution. The fruit on Arcadia can alleviate hunger, but putting unknown things into one's mouth is rarely beneficial to the individual.
You like hanging
Though,
platforms?
Course,
I understand why some people like supports, but
civilization.
There's some
Although
stuff
this
that was
fruit is
clunky
edible,
about building with
that
them
won't
that they
always
didn't do
be the
very well.
case.
They just like didn't connect properly. Like I built supports and then one tower's like still not stable, but I literally built supports under it all. If they clean up more of that stuff to make it less annoying, I wouldn't be so uppity about it. But yeah, it was a little like, oh god, dude, come on. I just want to like build this goddamn like you know, in a game that's focused on so many other things other than like making sure a platform has support. Like I have things I want to do, especially when you know they're putting like an emphasis on exploration and things like that. Did you report the bug to Discord? No, I'm gonna give like feedback after this. In fact, I'm gonna make probably. I want to like write down my thoughts a little more organized than I'm giving them right now, and I'll make a little like thoughts video that we can just slap up on YouTube, like one of those like 10-minute ones that we do. I just got to write down the usual topics like graphics and stuff like that, and just like think about what we played through. Yeah, it was cool though. It was cool. I liked it. Like I liked it a lot. I just want to play more, but I just don't have to redo all that. Very neat. I am curious to see as well, like, what kind of movement options you discover, how deep construction really goes, if it gets to the level of Satisfactory. I have a feeling it won't get as deep and insane as Satisfactory, because they also focus a little more on combat and exploration. But if it does, that's cool. I mean, I love Satisfactory, right? Combat felt fine. Oh, it was just so basic at the start, though, right? All we got was a handgun, and we were just shooting little spiders that come towards you. It didn't feel bad. It didn't feel like, you know, this is the best shooter I've ever played. But I don't think it's meant to be like that. You just have a gun, and you're surviving against hostiles and stuff. We never got one thing that there obviously is a component of that we didn't really get to yet. Is there's like a base defense component to it, unlike in Satisfactory. So, like, you will have enemies kind of like attack you and shit. Attack your base and you'll have to defend it. There's turrets that you can build. So we didn't get any of that happening yet, but yeah. The StarRupture explosion itself was really cool, and the way it just like it incinerates the biome and creates its own scarred biome and stuff is really neat as well. So that's cool. Yeah, man, I don't know. It was definitely a really good basis, and even just based on this, I'm 100% down for early access. Because if it's just a more cleaned up version of this, etc., without, you know, crashing and autosave working, I'm definitely on board. I'm definitely on board. This is totally my jam. There's just a lot of cool, like, things to see and look at. Like, we never got over there at all. Curious what's over there. Should we take a run over there? Let's take a run over there. Assuming the planet doesn't explode, which it might. Let's take a run over there, see what's over there. Before we wrap it up with this. Some cool, like whenever I went up there, probably a bunch of stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff. I'm also curious how big the map is. We did get the map module, right? We opened the map and zoomed out, which I like to do, and like move the mouse around. It seemed pretty darn big, but it's always hard to exactly tell. I don't know if it's like fully explorable and that kind of stuff. Some maps have like a very big area, but there's not all of the area within the square of the map is actually explorable. Like Expedition 33 is a good example. It's still a very big game, right? Expedition 33, but you know, you can explore every corner of the map. Most of it was just kind of, what was this? Most of it was just, I guess you can't loot these. You know, just hills and caves and stuff like, or hills and mountains that like had nothing on them. So this also might just be an island, and a third of the actual square of the map is just water that has nothing on it. Who knows? This is nice. Little meadows and stuff. It's nice, man. Nice looking game. Hello, my son. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. Anyways, early access will be this fall. If you do as well want to, I mean, hopefully they'll try to pump out a couple hot fixes for this build in their remaining 2 days of playtest time. Maybe they won't. But if you do end up getting into the playtest, or you're one of the people that got that want a key here today, make sure you save your game. I learned the hard way. Don't repeat my mistake. Although it wasn't really a mistake, I just didn't know that autosave wasn't functioning. But yeah, man, it's fun. Also, if you are interested in getting into the playtest, I think you just go on the Steam page and request access. I don't know if you might get it, you might not, but that's, you are welcome to apply. Some spooters there. We don't have a weapon. Oh, we do have a weapon. All right. That's a lot of spooters. So we've seen 3 enemy types, by the way. But there's a dodge? Oh, I didn't know. There you go. There's a dodge. For combat. That's good to know. Alt is a dodge. Cool. What the fuck is this? Looks like a bad trap to be in. What the fuck? I'll find out what's in there, but I don't want to die before we go to the bigger building. Yeah, Bryn. Yeah, no, this game has a lot of ooh and ah to it for sure. I just like collecting mats and stuff as well. So for me, it's a lot of fun to see these things. I don't know if I can go any further. There's like a half invisible wall. My character's like barely moving right now. Maybe through there. Yes, there is a dodge though. I can also see the base defense aspect of this game. I'm just gonna jump and see what happens. Nothing happened. I can also see the base defense aspect of this game, and exploration and combat and stuff being a lot of fun in co-op. Personally, though, the base building aspect of the game, I don't think is very fun in co-op because I'm very, just like in imagine in Satisfactory, right? If you're very like OCD about placement of things, somebody coming and building something not perfectly in line with what you're building. You know what I mean? Body on ground. I mean, we're not playing right now. I just wanted to kind of take a look at the area. Those vines get burned away into StarRupture. Huh? I'm stuck on a rock. Ah, ranged mobs. Why are they so accurate? Input reading bastards. Can we even get to this thing in this playtest? Yeah, this is a pretty big world already, though. Oh, is this one of the herbs I haven't seen yet? Yeah,
that's a snack.
That's where you find some. Do they like block bullets? Some old structure here. I don't think we're going to be able to explore it. This looks like poison or something. Oh god, my FPS. Holy moly. It's infection. Or poisoned. Okay. Probably need a suit or something for that, or filters. Just like the radiation area that we got to. There's like a little few structures up there to loot, probably. Yeah, I don't think we're getting to that big structure by the looks of it. It's beyond that mountain. That probably is some heavier story implications. At least I think in one of the trailers there was some kind of access to it. I also assume and hope that there's going to be more enemy types rather than just these three, right? We have an explodey, we have a spitty, and we have a little soldier guy for the spooter enemies. Stuck. Oh god, they're enraged. What is that? Sulfuric acid, probably. Definitely sulfur area. These guys don't leash at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. God, they're so fast. They don't leash either. Or at least they barely leash. Oh my god, they chase you to the end of time. Bugged meteor. That's it. I see that meteor's supposed to be in the ground. Any idea if vehicles will be a thing? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be a little surprised if not. Edge of play area. Okay. For this playtest, I assume. Yep. You shall go no further. Is there any boss level creatures? I assume there will be, but that's what I was just saying, the only enemy type, oh god. The only enemy types we've seen so far have been these, just these little spooters. These guys. And the shooting version of them. And the explodey versions. There's just those guys, the blue version of those that explode near you, and the green version of those that shoot. They like spit globules at you. That's the only enemy type we've seen so far. We've had a good run around at this point too, so that's probably all that there is for this playtest. But seeing as there's like, kind of like a, oh, fuck's sake, there's like a base defense element to the game. And also there's like a bigger focus on exploration and combat compared to like Satisfactory. At least damn. My FPS. Good lord. Oh god. Thank god. Right. Chances are there will be other ones. And probably some bigger fuckers and stuff. Starship Trooper style.
Acquired.
We have flying tank, flying type, tank type. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of shit. You. I'll loot this. Can't loot it for some reason. I'm gonna die. I like these. The loot greed. Very cool though. Very cool. Super into it. Just gotta clean up that shit. Game looks really nice too. Yeah, man. Map seems big for a playtest though. Yeah, it's not bad, but there's not like, now that I'm running around, there's not too much density in the map. There's a decent amount of density, but a lot of it's just, I mean, it's kind of like Satisfactory, right? You just like pick up some stuff, find some crates, a lot of different, you know, natural node pickup things for food and whatnot. Little groups of enemies. Yeah, like this looks really nice. Base is over there. Very cool. There's some landmarks all like around, you know, like that. I want to try to get to that. Obviously we can't. I don't think we can get to that either because that green area is all radiation, so it's probably understandably a bunch of more important POIs I don't want you seeing right now. From a story won't go. So obviously a shit ton to loot here, I'm sure. This little, oh, this is the area that we're running around. Okay, we haven't gone up there and explored. Well, now we're up here and explored. We've got to make it. There's probably a lot of that. Wait, we can test fall damage too. Better at least. Doesn't look like there is any. At least not implemented. Oh my god, leave me alone. Back demons. You cannot deconstruct ruins from mats. At least the ones we went to, no, you can't. You cannot deconstruct those buildings. So it sounds, yeah, there are a couple of them right now. You got the heartbeat, the mini poop, and I think those are actually the other ones. And then like subs and that kind of stuff's also linked to them. Did they give up? Nope. Surely they will add some kind of leashing at some point too. He's actually just chased me across half of the map so far. Get rid of him. Oh, fuck, dude. Never mind. Off we go again. Oh, we never got... Shit, we never went to the geoscanner while we had the map. We don't have the map now since we got rolled back. Oh, this is the complex we were at before. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of them in here. We cleared this area out twice. I think we can get up this way. Might be the end. Make it. Oh god. Why is there so much infection here? On my knee. I'm exploring Dune right now and seeing all the abandoned bases and also the ones with lights still on.
It's time to get back to work.
Cool. All right. Think we've seen what we need to see. Hopefully they put out another... Did they say if they're going to do... well, they're probably going to do a co-op playtest at some point too, right? I assume. Or maybe I assume incorrectly. But I assume there's going to be like one more playtest before early access. At least. Ribbing time? Yeah. What time is it? I did say I want to end it a little earlier today. Yeah, we can rim for like an hour or two, and then I'll head off. Yeah, mob leashing definitely needs to be a little bit of a thing. It's okay if they chase you for a bit, right? Otherwise it'd be too easy, but across the map is also a little too much. Gotta get sleep for Gratitude. I gotta prep some stuff for Gratitude for stream tomorrow, and then obviously sleep and stuff. Want to start streaming a little early, so we're ready to go as soon as the Gratitude comes up. Yeah, it's all radiation over there. Some flats over here. Yeah, 1 p.m. my time. That's right. Do I not play? No, I retired from World First Rating stuff like 2 years ago. I played like a month of the expansion launch, and then played a day of Undermine. Oh god, and I'll probably play another day of, or like half a day, whatever, when patch comes out, maybe on August 5th. Unsure about that. We'll see. I might. But otherwise, no. I don't like actively play WoW as my main game anymore. Enjoy it for content drops for a bit, and that's it. Your variety channel now, baby. Ready to go hydration. Cool. Ignore that noise, though. Yeah, it seems there's a ton of radiation over here, too, which I assume is just a natural border they put up as well for exploration purposes. You've been playing OG beta? Wait, beta for what? Cool. Alright. Good stuff. Yeah, really, for me at least, really strong showing with this game. It's got issues, of course. In my opinion, mostly tech side, and hopefully they can fix that up. Yeah, man, I don't know. Nothing else to say. I'm looking forward to this game. I think it's a lot of fun. It'll be a perfect, cozy fall into winter game if it comes out in like November for early access or whatever. Good stuff. Oh, you've played since OG beta, yeah. It's not that I can't stand the game. I don't have like an avid hate of it. I did it hardcore for 20 years, and yeah. A lot changed over that time, including my taste in it and other games and whatever, you know. It'd be cool if there were wooded areas. I suspect there's going to be other biomes as well, right? I mean, think about Satisfactory, which is, you know, clearly this is influenced by. There were a ton of other biomes, but it was a pretty big map, so I have a feeling we're just in like, I don't know, the grasslands biome right now or something. And it's totally possible that A little further on, there's like a desert. Maybe there's like a mountain with some snow. I hope. But yeah, I think this is just like a small map snippet, biome starter grasslands area kind of thing. I mean, yeah, it would be a shame because the game looks nice if the entire game was just this biome and nothing else. You get a little like visually boring, but yeah, it's nice so far. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, good stuff.
Thank.
Anything else to say about this? So you guys had positive impressions of the game, chat? Of this game, that is.